Rabbitohs Radio Podcast, the number one source for everything South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Speaking of the halves there, Brownie in the hooker position, a lot of questions about Lewis Dodd. He got named last week for whatever reason, but I don't think he was ever going to play. I went down there and trained on Wednesday, and he didn't look like he was in the first team reps or anything like that. Cody pulled out. They ended up going with Jack Wyden. I think with him, he's a good little kicker. I've watched most of his games. I called his game the other day. He doesn't seem to go anywhere near the defensive line when he gets the ball, Brownie. It's a bit of a concern. I think Wayne's probably just, people talk about mental health. Well, you've got a duty of care. Now, if you put him in a first grade against the Melbourne Storm side and they murdered his side in defence and, they exposed him for the player that he's not quite at for NRL level at the moment, what do you think the fans are going to do, Brownie? They're ruthless NRL fans. They will give it to him, and then you've got a real concern on your hands for mental health. So I think the Rabbitohs are doing the right thing. I'll read out some stats, right? He's had 3 runs for 15 metres on the weekend, 2 post-contact metres, right? The week before, 9 runs, 38 metres, 3 post-contact metres. Does that sound like an NRL half that's going to threaten the line?
And that's what we're just talking about.
It's not. It's not fair on him to play him, and they're doing the right thing by Lewis. He might develop into a really good player one day, but at the moment, he's just not quite there.
Yeah, from the games that I've watched, chaps, it's exactly what you're saying. I haven't watched all his games in New South Wales Cup, but I've watched a fair few of them, and he's just not standing out as he should be. Like you said, he's got a nice little kicking game, but his running game's not there. He doesn't take control of the team. He doesn't lead the team around the park. Just not a natural halfbacks game. And, that might come with confidence. But, people are calling for him to be, named as 7 in the NRL team. But I'm not sure whether they've been watching the New South Wales Cup games, because if they were...
They haven't. The people who are have not. It's pretty clear they haven't.
Well, if they
no NRL coach in the league is going to play him. No one of those 17 coaches would have played him any more than what he's played this year.
And I feel for him, you know what I mean? Because he'd be busting his ass at training, trying to get better week in, week out. And like you said, it might be just a confidence thing. Hopefully he can find his feet over the next couple of weeks, because I think he really needs to, or then make a decision whether he's comfortable just playing New South Wales Cup, or whether, he looks for another opportunity elsewhere.